Like that.
Go in the house.
Thanks, brother.
Handsome, dapper. Lee Syatt next to him.
The flying Jew.
You're looking dapper, but from the side, you still look like Louis C.K.
Thanks, buddy.
How's the family?
Family's great, man.
So your little boy's going on 2.
Gonna be 2.
Just the changes that you've noticed inside of you. Like what? Now when you get on a plane, you don't, and a kid cries, you don't want to kick that lady in the head no more.
Yeah, it completely changes your
complaints.
You have empathy.
You help people now.
You see a lady with 2 bags and a baby, and she's you'll run to get the door. I mean, not that you wouldn't before, but like you're keeping an eye out for it because you recognize it, man, and you have definitely empathy for the crying babies for sure. Like you definitely have changed. People don't understand, like, to know you just as a comic.
But I wasn't a violent person then.
Yeah.
I was just a confused individual. I was just confused.
Yeah.
And I was lucky because confusion means you're going to end up dead or in jail. I was fortunate to go to jail when I did. But I mean, the knowledge I learned those years there is crazy. That's a complete different world to me that I can't even transfer to somebody. Like I wish like I could, if somebody said to me, listen, on your license now, sign away that piece of your brain because we want to go through it and analyze it to see what you saw. It's mind-boggling. What was really, really out there at that time and the education I took from people like you. I don't even know the moral of the story. I am resumed. I'm looking at Lee, and Lee is...
How deep are you right now? How many...
No, we ate 2 things. That's 400 milligrams. Couple of stars of death. Lee's about to eat 1 and 2.
I'm okay. I think we're...
So are you ripped in half, though?
I'm not ripped in half. I'm ripped...
He's in training. Listen, we call it training.
You call it training.
You guys do October. What'd you guys call it? Sober October?
Yeah, Sober October.
We do year-round 24/7. That's how I'm...
Do you think that would be horrific to try?
What's that?
Sober for a month? Or would it be...
me?
Yeah, for you.
At this point, I'm the type of guy I don't like talking about it.
Yeah.
You just, for 3 days, you yell at people.
Yeah.
And then one day, you're like, Jesus Christ, maybe I could do this. And you go for 7 days. And
but you're saying, like, under the rate, like, don't make it a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Like, psychologically, mentally.
Well, I know you're starting to look like, you're reminding me of Louis C.K.
Why?
Because you're looking like from the side. I don't know if you're playing with you. I would never dial 911. I'm not that type of rat. Just keeping this. I'm like, no, you did not. No, you did not say that to me. And he looks at me, he goes at this, he goes, his mouth was cold. It felt tremendous. But then another time was it.
His mouth was cold? That sounds terrible.
But in Spanish.
Yeah.
He goes, oye, te la boca fría, compa. We were kids. They used to get Adderall. They used to give him Adderall in 1980, and they used to tie him to his bicycle and make him fly off his roof. It was hysterical. And every weekend he'd have a different babysitter. Before showtime, I don't want to see nobody.
That reminds me.
I told you.
Okay, that reminds me of something you said one time that I had no idea what you meant. You said, you go, black people eat to talk. And I go, what? And you said, I'm serious. Like, they go to a restaurant to eat to talk. And you said, if somebody talks while I'm eating, I'm going to stab them in the neck. But you had a whole rant. I don't know if you even remember saying this, a whole rant about eating to talk. I had never heard anything like it in my life.
It drives me crazy.
He knows the exact trend.
He knows what?
You know the exact trend. You know what's going on.
Where?
Or you know what he's saying. You know what he was talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about or no?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Stoned to the gills. Yes, and either that. You're an adult. You want to be in a bus farting in your feet. You know what I'm saying? How old are you now? You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to go to bus. I don't think I ever want to go to bus tour. You call me up with a bus tour, that's what the conversation is. I'm an adult. I want a hotel room. Listen, I'll sit in the back of the plane, but I don't want no bus.
No buses.
I can't sleep with somebody driving.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't do it. Unless I'm driving, I don't listen. I'm not going to sit there next to you. I know how life is. 1 minute I'm dreaming, the next minute I'm going off a cliff because the joint is burning on your shirt.
I think they hire like responsible drivers, Joey.
Oh.
The bus companies.
Yeah. I see it all the time. That died in the back of the bus because they left them back there from heat exposure.
What are you talking about?
There's something with a bus driver getting high, texting. You know.
I don't know that one.
You know about the little Chinese kid that died of heat exposure? The little kid.
No.
He was back there squeaking.
Oh, fuck.
Don't you people have CNN?
Look at his eyes.
Look at his eyes. There's nothing left.
Whoa.
You want the Christmas, some clean cheeks. Oh, yeah. The Church of What's Happened Now. Flavor. Lee Syatt, a.k.a. the Flying Jew. What's going on, player?
AKA, I don't know. I'm doing good.
Everything all right?
Everything's great except for you made fun of me because I got roped into going to a bad restaurant again.
And he sits there and takes this abuse. I got a snap after 3 minutes. Like, I'm not going. I refuse to. I'm my own group. I got an itch on my back that's been killing me for 15 minutes. You understand? There you go. I got like a hair patch. But it's Monday. You got to go out there and deal with it. Like I said, a smile in your heart. I'm just trying to put the pieces together. I saw Lee yesterday. We had some coffee with the baby.
Do you get nervous about swearing? Because I think I swore once. I was like, oh, no. And I made it nervous.
I get nervous because one day she's going to pick it up. She is picking it up. It's going into a computer, and every time she takes a nap.
Well, she's doing the talking. Like, you picked up the cell phone, and you started talking, and then she has a baby cell phone, and then she started doing it. She started doing the hand movement. She put it up to her ear. She did the thing, but she just, the only thing missing is the word.
It's a pink little plastic cell phone you buy at a toy store. And whenever my phone rings, she picks up her cell phone. And she puts it to her ear like she's talking to somebody, like, what's going on? I hear you, you know? I hear you! A wanting for life. I look at my daughter when they clap on a TV show, and she gets excited. But to have that virginity to life again, to have that, to be excited about life again as a child, you know, we're going to Wendy's, you know what I'm saying? If I tell you you're going to Wendy's now, you're like, all right, I'll eat a double. My stomach is going to be sore. I'm not eating the chili.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you tell them McDonald's, they jump up and down. That's why McDonald's will never close down. Because every day you get millions of customers. Every time a little kid is born, give them 2 years, they're going to have a McNugget in their mouth.
I saw that this weekend, and not to change the subject, but I was watching something, and there were kids commercials, and they're so manipulative. Like, have you noticed that watching the kids shows with your daughter? Like especially like the Chuck E. Cheese and the McDonald's.
You're not around. You ever that about Coke, that when you went to a movie theater, that Coke would slow down if you slowed down the advertising, Coke would throw subliminal messages in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're thirsty, get up, go.
Like one frame every second or something.
Get popcorn. But it was just, it just felt nice to be around normal people, bro.
Yeah, that must not happen a lot with you. I mean, I'm not saying everywhere you go. It's not like you go to Ralph's and there's a parade for Joey Diaz.
No. I'm not talking about it in this way. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm saying everyone knows who you are.
I'm talking about a sense. We walk in here. I come in here to do a podcast. I sit down with you. A guest comes in. And within 4 minutes ago, you've been auditioning lately? Mm-hmm. Or I'll ask him, you've been auditioning lately? Yeah. But by next thing you know, we're talking shop. Anywhere I go, I'm going to talk shop to in my house. When I'm having dinner with my wife. How was your day? Good. Boom. I talk to this guy. You're talking shop.
It happens with every job too. I did that with my TV jobs. Every time on the weekends, and it was funny because we hated the job. But anytime we go together for drinks after work on the weekends, it all go back to that boss we hated, or I can't believe how stupid they are.
So all you want to do is get your mind out of there so you can still grow personally.
Nope.
What's the problem here, Lee?
I'm perfect.
You good? What are you going to do today? What do you got on the agenda?
9 o'clock, we have a Flying G radio.
Okay. Today?
Today, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I spent last night packing up the t-shirt orders. So
Okay. And they're going to go out today?
Going out today.
You going to take them to the mail department?
I know. I already put the stamps on them and stuff, so I'm just gonna throw them in the box.
And they come over and get them?
They would, but I was going out, so I just figured I'd bring them over because I didn't want to. Like you can't schedule a time. Like it's just that they'll come over whenever they come over, so I felt better about putting it in the box.
Okay, so you take it to the post office
Or any blue box.
Okay, see what I'm saying? You learn it.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of it.
I mean, I know we have people in different countries, but like I'm sending a shirt to Australia and to Austria.
I had an email from Norway last night. Finland's big in the house. I got some white people in China smoking opium over there. Thank you for...
Did you see what happened to Cleo? Like her husband got in a car accident or something. I think he's okay. But
come on.
Yeah, but she put that on Twitter. But he's fine. But
I still remember that one time I scored 31 points. I had a little article that said Coco Diaz drilled home. Drilled home. You understand me? Drilled them home. Not like that. Sexually.
But
very disgusting.
You should give a. Why haven't you given me a trophy? I feel like adults should get trophies.
You're 25 years old. No more trophy.
Your
trophy is a $100 bill when you go to the Bank of America and you deposit.
How happy would you be if I came in and handed you a trophy of $100 bill? Here you go.
I smash in the head.
No, you wouldn't. You would. Who doesn't like getting a trophy?
I don't want no trophies, all right?
People give him a trophy.
Let's give him a trophy of hummus. It's going on. It's a beautiful day to be alive. You're alive. Thank God. What you're going to do with it, that's your decision. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's going to be 60 degrees here, 70 degrees. I went to the park with my daughter.
What happened to the park?
My daughter was walking on this like plank of death, with that rattles.
Yeah.
And some kid came up behind her and jumped, and she fell down. And the kid stopped to say I'm sorry and stuff. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, listen, I'll kick you in the windpipe next time. I told my wife, she's like, you can't say that. But that's what goes in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
How can it not when you're like that with people you like, but it's your daughter. I don't understand how there's not more of that stuff happening.
Oh, and then another little kid jumped, seen her coming. She's a baby. He saw her coming. He jumped in her way. It's just a part of growing up, man. My daughter reacts to it really well. Like she was at the park and somebody came and took her bucket, and she looked him straight in the face. This is my bucket. She pulled it from me. And in my heart, I'm happy. My wife's like, you have to learn to share. Sharing is overrated. Keep that bucket.
When she's like 5 or 6, you two are gonna take this town over. Like when she can talk and you can tell her to do things.
Listen, dog. My dream is to build a ninja chick. I'm talking about a monster of a woman. I'm talking about a woman with a heart of gold and stick up for what she wants. That's what you want from a woman. I don't want a woman that's, can I get you something?
I just love the image of a woman blinking and bringing you water. Like that's just hysterical. But
it makes me feel bad as a man when I see a woman. We started the podcast late this morning. Okay. Lee came over last night. We're talking. He says, you need water. So this morning, I knew in the back of my mind I had to stop at 7-Eleven. I got to 7-Eleven at 25 to 6.
Okay.
I would have been here at 5:45. And I almost called you to come up with the camera because there was drama.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is where we do the office. It's a dark industrial street, But there's a 7-Eleven on the corner. And 7-Elevens to me, late night now, are scary.
Yeah.
So this morning, it just happened. I pull up to the 7-Eleven. First of all, there's a guy talking to his girlfriend, and there's a cab. They just got out of a cab. And he won't let me pull in because he's talking to his girlfriend. So finally I beep, and the girl moves, but this Donnie Wahlberg looking Marky, he looked like Nate Diaz, the younger one.
Okay.
He stands there. You know me, I'll park around. I pull the car. He looks at me like, bro, you didn't move. Say something. So I get out of the car, and as I'm getting out of the car, she's walking into the 7-Eleven, and he yells off the top of his lungs, where do you go? And I'm talking to you. And I just keep walking. Ooh. And I see her, and she's half Asian, half Spanish. And then a black guy pops up and says, man, I got a little bit of money, but I don't know if we're going to have to walk over there. They were going to get drugs with this broad, and he was down on the drugs, so he wanted more. So she comes in, she's sitting in the back of 7-Eleven. I'm looking for water. Now, in the middle of all this, there's a kid going, Joey Diaz, the church. And I'm like, dog, relax. Joey Diaz, the church. I'm like, dog, relax. Take a look at what's about to go down. He follows me into the hallway, and I'm like, dog, pay attention.
But see, that's the thing. a lot of people wouldn't. I'm not. If I saw that, I'd probably be a little bit nervous. But for people who haven't been in that situation, they probably just think it's some people arguing.
Well, still, shut your mouth. Don't worry about Joey Diaz or Jesus. Shut your mouth and watch the situation play out. What if this chick says something, this idiot pulls a gun, and you're talking like, Joey Diaz, get it together. Hey, this is what I tell people. So this is all going down. She's at the back of the store. The black guy's telling Marky Wahlberg they can't get drugs. They don't have enough money for the cab. So now they have to walk home. They have to walk to the drug dealer's house.
Jesus.
So you could tell she don't want to go. She's had enough. He's been torturing her or something. They walk out, and he turns around and goes, hey, let's go. And she walks out half meekly, and the cab driver now pulls up, goes, hey, where's my money? And the chick is looking at the cab driver for support, like, get me out of this mess. Mm-hmm. And the cab driver goes, miss, are you getting in the car? Like, to do her a favor. And the guy runs over and grabs her. And that's when people started calling the cops. They don't have a car.
Oh, Jesus.
So they're dead. And they're like, then the guy from 7-Eleven was like, let her go. And right there, that's when bullets could start flying. Let the cops do their job. They'll get them a block away. If you call 911, there ain't nothing going on. So I had to watch all this go down.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, bro, they took off. They ran a block.
Yeah.
And by the time I pulled to this corner of Cahuenga, the cops were already coming. That's how fast. The cops are in this area.
What?
There was a gas station across the street from the high school. There was a Cuban guy named George. So the gas station was in Amico. So we just called him Georgie Amico. That was his name. And it started out all right. So one night we wanted to rob a gas station. Me and my buddy Darren Regos, God rest his soul. So the first time we robbed it, we didn't really rob it. I went down and tried to rob a water pistol from Pathmark, and I got caught robbing the water pistol because you put tape around it, and we taped it up. And me and Rego were going to rob the joint, and we went in, and he had the bundle of money. And I remember looking at Darren, and I just grabbed it, and we just ran down the corner. We ran for like 3 blocks, 4 blocks, full speed ahead. We get to the corner, there's nothing. There's Ugats. It was like a 20 with a bunch of singles in the middle. He got us. So now we wait like 6 months, and there's a new attendant. And this guy, we went in there full speed ahead. We had masks on with ski holes in them. We took him that time. He had like the small 8. We got him good because in Jersey, they got to pump your gas.
Yeah.
So we shook him down, and then we did that to him. And then another time, he had a bunch of tires out there. And we just went one night with a car and just started putting tires in the car. You
took all the tires?
And there was no cameras in this day. That's when we used to wrap them with aluminum foil.
How often were you robbing places?
I would alternate them. I had a couple different spots, and I would just hit them when they were weak.
Yeah.
So.
Don't you miss that a little bit?
Oh, with all my heart. I see so many openings now, but there's cameras everywhere because it's in your blood.
It's got to be such a thrill.
So we kept robbing this guy. Tires, the whole thing, soda machine. He had a soda machine. We broke it one night. This guy, he called the cops. The cops were like, we know these kids. We can't arrest these kids.
Yeah.
How old are you?
With them. We had to be 16, 17. So,
and no one at the tire shop said 16-year-olds with trucks full of tires is weird?
But the guy got so aggravated, he called the cops so much. He crossed the street, and he started talking to the superintendent of the schools. And the superintendent of the schools, we grew up in his house, too. And he was like chunkier guy. He looked like Paulie from Goodfellas. And it's that scene when the guy telling them, complaining, these kids, you got to calm them down. And he would say, and I don't want to say his name, God rest his soul. Mr. A would have a cigar, and he'd go, I talk to them all the time, but they don't listen. It was just like that, just like that. Greetings from Podcastville. It's Monday, May 13th. The Church of What's Happening Now is brought to you by Manscaped. Listen, Tommy Buns in the house.
Jose, ¿qué pasa, Jose?
How are you?
I'm great, man.
Now, when you see your dad, do you speak Spanish to him at all?
No, my dad doesn't. My mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
What does she say to you in Spanish? Anything?
Ay, Tomcito, como, por favor, dame un beso. She speaks to me, pretty much 50-50. A lot of
50-50.
Spanglish, though.
Did you take Spanish in high school?
I did. I was through it all. Like I passed level 4 AP sophomore year. So then they threw me in French. And I got a D. And then I thought it was going to be as easy as Spanish, and I was like,
you got to keep in the neighborhood.
yeah, I should have done
For me,
Italian.
it was Italian.
Yeah.
I took Italian, and I could understand it.
Yeah, Italian.
It was funny. I was watching The Godfather last night, and the more south you go on the boot, the more Spanish she gets.
Really?
Yeah, like when you listen to Salazzo talk, he's pretty much speaking Spanish. Tu padre. Like I forget what the line. I go, wow, it's so close. But I grew up with Sicilians.
You can understand a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
it. But
I know,
if
I
you
heard,
go
like,
north,
then it gets a little
complicated.
froggier, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
the French
It's
speak.
like I used to. It's like some guys say buongiorno, like Northern Italy, and maybe don't quote me on this. I don't know, but other people say che fa. That's hello. So I think that's more of a Sicilian dialect, you know.
Yeah. You ever spoken with like a real, Argentine, and you're like, are you speaking Italian? And it takes you a second to realize they're speaking Spanish.
Well, they
because they sing it, you know.
Las cosas televidas. It's like speaking to Spaniards.
Yeah.
People that are really from Spain, their Spanish will complicate. But right now, at this point in the game, Segura, I could maintain a simple conversation. Like when I was 13, I was dropping scientific facts in Spanish.
Yeah.
I could talk to my mother in a more. Once they died, that whole world died. You know, I was from Union City where you spoke Spanish. Like the Cubans spoke Spanish when they were amongst themselves. So you heard it. You heard the music. You know, I remember it, and I'm happy that I remember it, but it's not like, and it was proven when I went on the Rogan podcast with Yoel. I didn't know a lot that he was saying, common words that are simple that I picked up after I listened to the podcast. So it's like a muscle that
It goes away.
it goes away.
You know, I used to be really sharp at one point. When I was in college, I did a semester in Madrid, and when I came back from there, I'm writing term papers in Spanish, giving presentations in Spanish. I came back, and I'm not shitting you, my Spanish was better than like my mom's, than other natives, because I was just so immersed in it.
My mother, when she had that bar, you know what the biggest lesson I learned was? I'll never forget when I was working for my mother. She would pay me good money, $20, $10 to clean the bathroom, pick up. And I'll never forget one day, we had the restaurant still. I had to be Mercy's age. And we had the restaurant still. And I still remember my mother. And you think about it, you listen to the story and you might think it's the wrong thing. And I remember my mother grabbed me going, go put a shirt on and a jacket. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, come on. And there was a podium at my mother's bar. And there was a bar first, and then there was the restaurant. We only had the restaurant for maybe, till I was about 6 or 7, and it was too big of a load on my mother. Because at the end of the day, my mother had to cook the meals. So my mother had to cook, but then somebody would come in at 4 and serve the meals, and she had waitresses, and my mother would be behind the bar. And I still remember one day my mother, there was you know those doors that you push? Velvety? It wasn't velvet, it was like a leather material with 2 windows. There was my mother had 12 tables, maybe 3 of them had people on them. I was about 6. And I'll never forget that a couple pulled up. And the bar had like 15 people at the bar, and 2 people pulled up. And they go, do you have a table for 2? And they were like, oh, aren't you young to be a maitre d'? And they were goofing on me, and I go, let me seat you. And I'll never forget, my mother was busy, and she goes, what happened to those 2 people? And I go, I sat them. And she goes, you weren't supposed to see them. You're supposed to see them at the bar, and I got to get them for 2 drinks. Before I seat anybody in my restaurant, I don't care if it's packed or empty, I got to get them for 2 drinks at the bar. This is a woman in 1969 telling me this.
Yeah.
Then she goes, where's that $10 I gave you? And I took it out. I go, here. And she took it out of my hand. And she goes, you just lost it. You just paid for those 2 drinks. And she walked away from me, and I cried. And I remembered that lesson till today. I remember that lesson.
Yeah.
At Benihana, there should have been a guy there that should have taken me and my daughter. Oh, you don't want it? You're too young? Taking my wife to the bar and offered her a drink. That's principles. Those are the principles I was raised in, you know?
I met you the night before he shot a special in Columbus. Because I remember he invited me out, Ari, and then he was like, oh, Diaz couldn't make it, so Diaz is coming on another flight. Diaz walks into the hotel in his tracksuit. He was like, dog, I got to tell you something. He's like, I almost got arrested today. Said that he was on a flight and that it was first class, and they put his food down, and the guy in front of him leaned back. So Joey shoved his seat. and the guy leaned back again. He goes, hey, like, you're leaning on my food, man. So the guy did it again. So Joey stood up and went around and stood above the guy. And the guy was like, hey, man, I'm just like leaning back. He goes, you're leaning back on my food. And the guy like went to adjust or like stand up. And Joey put his hand on his shoulder and was like, you don't got to do nothing right now. Just sit straight. And then when you got off the flight, you said there was 2 Columbus PD officers on the jet bridge. And they were like, Jose Diaz. And then, and this is, by the way, this is me meeting him. And then you said you just were like very polite, like, oh yeah, no, the guy, this and that. You kind of talked them down and they were like, all right, good to go.
You have a memory and a half.
I do.
That was exactly how it went down. And here's the crazy thing. Like, he kept doing it to me. Like, after I said to him, your chair is broken. His chair was broken to start off with.
Okay.
So now when he would lean back, I really opened up as a gentleman. Mm-hmm. He was like a set designer. He had that smell to him as a casting director or an agency at a boutique agent.
Yeah.
He was one of those.
Yeah, those are the worst.
And he looked at me like, and when I put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So when I sat down,
he's like, you assaulted
he got
me.
up and went to the stewardess. And now the stewardess is giving me the Malouk eye. And I'm like, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
And in those days, I had my sleep apnea bag. And at this time, I was getting in trouble at airports every other week. Every other week, I was having a beef at an airport.
Really?
Between the cocaine and my attitude.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of things that attributed to it. And I remember when we got off the plane, the cops were waiting for me. And I'm stinking a reefer. Because after 3 hours, even with the anti-stink bag, those anti-stink bags you could buy, they really do sell them. I'm not kidding you people. They sell them down in Hollywood where they wouldn't stink. But after 2 hours, the weed was so pungent that you could smell it on your body. And the 2 cops stopped me, was standing there going, you should put him in jail and all this. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing to go to jail. I tried to be a man and explain something to you right in front of the cops. And the cops kind of were like, oh, I get what's going on. He walked away.
Yeah.
And they held me there so we couldn't be at the luggage together. And that was it. But there's a guy. Guess what happened a year later? I saw that same cross going to Columbus on a Friday with me.
Are you serious?
And I just eyeballed him, and he made eye contact and tried to change the eye contact. And one time I went up to the bathroom, and what I did this time was win over the stewardess first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went up and gave her a compliment. I love your shoes.
Yeah.
If she's black, I'm ripping down the Beyonce poster. They go bananas. And then when I came on the way back, I tell them when they're black, I go, listen, when I get home, I'm ripping the Beyonce poster down. That's
quite a line.
Come on, dog. It always gets them. So on the walk back, I said, hey, remember me? And dog, he lost all the color in his face. There was no more stewardess. There was no Columbus cops. So I just sat like he was in row 3A and I was like in 4B. So for 2 hours, I just tapped my hand and stared at him. And every time he would look at me, I was eyeballing him, giving him 2 Malouk eyes. It was tremendous. He got off that plane and ran.
I bet.
One time it was me, Sebastian, and John Legend sitting right next to each other. I don't talk to nobody. I don't need to talk. I don't need to take a picture with nobody. I need to do nothing. I'm sitting there. The plane lands. The plane's about to land, and I take my phone out. And I turn the phone on. And the guy in the window seat says, and I look at him and he goes, turn the phone off. A German guy. There's 2 German guys sitting next to me. As they talk, and they're both sitting there hocking each other to death. So finally, can you believe this? He goes, not even excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, you might get in trouble. He goes, turn the phone off. And I go, what? And he goes, turn the phone off. And the guy in the middle goes, did you not hear him? Turn the phone off. I go, bro. And they're both going, wait till we get off the plane. We'll see. And the stewardess is like, is there a problem? And I go, this hump tried to tell me to turn the phone off. And she's like, control your language and all this. I'm like, no. You're onboarding with the pilot. So we get up, and I forgot. I'm in New Jersey. So as soon as I see the cops, all I got to do is get to them first. All I gotta do is get to that cop first and let him hear me. Don't make me stab you on a Monday morning. I gotta be in county jail by lunchtime. What? Put yourself in that predicament.
Well, next time I won't, because...
No. 4 hours away from a hotel room.
No, but we stayed for the week. We had a good time otherwise. We had a good time doing
I saw you
stuff.
eating spare ribs.
Oh, those are good.
What was the name of the Chinese place?
Noodles in
Noodles.
Bellagio.
And where'd you stay at?
Trump.
And how was it?
Good.
Was it packed Las Vegas?
No, not Thursday.
Yeah, like I said. And then Friday's even slower. Saturday's the big night in Vegas.
Yeah. Fridays were a little bit busy.
Really? Was
Yeah.
busy this time?
A little bit. Saturday was definitely busier.
And what night was the show?
Friday.
Okay, so and then what'd you do Saturday?
We gambled. We did what I wanted to do, and I ended up winning. So
Look at you.
they have a game called Blackjack Switch, where you have to play two hands, but you can switch cards around. That's how you win. That was fun. I don't know. It was something.
You love to gamble. I love you.
Oh, I love gambling.
I love you. I love it. I love it that I would never get that from you.
Oh, I love it. And she got pissed off at me because I was up. Okay, I was up $2.95 when I left. I wanted to get that $5 extra, and I ended up losing $80 because I wanted to get that $5 extra. But I still ended up like $300 or $400 for the weekend.
Lee, you didn't eat the other gumi yet.
No, I'm already feeling this one.
No, but it's 5 milligrams. What?
No, it's
one
not
more.
5
Let's do one more.
milligrams.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
alright.
One more.
I did
I
one.
go one more.
Are you disappointed you didn't get the call for Letterman?
Oh yeah, I was sat at home. Let's do one more out of respect. It's Monday. Let's do it for your IRS. One more.
Come on, dude. Good. I'm glad you did.
You ate one. Eat
Yeah.
2. 10 milligrams. I'm asking you to eat 10.
Can I eat half of the second?
No, one whole one. This is what girls eat. The body of Christ compels you.
And you gave me the Christmas pack too, a red and a green one.
That's good. It's Christmas. You want a purple one?
No,
I'll trade you a purple one for a red one.
these have to be 20 milligrams
No,
each.
they're not. Yeah, the body of Christ compels you. Worried about it's 5 milligrams. That's what it's all about. You got sugar in there to kick up your diabetes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, sugar. Trust me, people love seeing you sweating.
Oh, of course they.
And I'm still
You
getting
love
tweets that you were sensational in Tempe. Lee was tremendous in Tempe. He was sweating. His face was red.
Oh God, yeah.
He kept saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God."
Oh, thank God you didn't go to Tempe this week
Wow.
because I would have had to drive through Coachella. Can I at least get some credit for not jumping up and down, and going to Coachella? I went to Vegas. I went to one concert. At least I'm not going to 2 weekends of jumping up and down. I deserve a little bit of credit.
You get no guts.
You son.
Going to some girl concert. You should have duped her a yard, let her go to the concert, and you could have gone and played blackjack by yourself. That's what a smart operator would have done.
I can't leave her alone. I can't
Well,
leave
yeah,
her
but she's a
alone.
grown woman. She's playing the piano barefoot. You got to sit there and make believe you're having a good time. Oh, this is great. Would you tell me the truth? Would you much rather be playing blackjack than sitting there?
I'd always rather be playing.
All right,
blackjack.
stop lying to these people at home. This is what the show's about.
This is strong. Feels nice though.
I eat another one too.
No, leave me alone.
You only ate 2 of them. That's 10 milligrams. The whole bag is 20.
I don't think so.
It says it right on the thing. Look at it. The whole thing. We're gonna eat another. Total product: cherry canna cube, black dog, THC 19.8590.
Per each one, right?
No,
I don't know. I'm already feeling it. There's no way. they're
What
only-
feeling it? They're 5. Get another one. Let's go. You got a red one. Let's eat a green one. Let's make it Christmas. Let's go. We got one.
I already had a red and a green one.
So let's have another purple one.
I'm
You
all right.
want a purple one?
No, thank you.
And I'll eat a red one.
No, thank
Lee,
you can have a red one.
Lee, do it for Jerusalem. When was the last time you did something for Jerusalem?
Never.
Where's the Jew flag that was supposed to be on the wall?
It's at my house.
We're
We're moving out. I don't know.
We're moving out because you didn't have the Jew flag. If they would have saw the Jew flag, you gotta get it together. You slip.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, they only put 1 blue package in your room or 2 pink packages for every cup of coffee. So every time I drink coffee, like I like to drink coffee in the morning when I wake up. 1 cup when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? Just 1 cup. I don't know how people drink coffee all day. And that night before I do comedy, or sometimes before I go to bed at night, I'll get a cup of coffee and smoke a joint, smoke like a vapor. And I love that. And write 2 or 3. 21st, Monday, the day the devil was thrown into some river somewhere off the coast of New York City. We're talking about here. Late night, Church of What's Happening Now, Monday, April 21st. Where's Tony Bennett? You're slipping. This is what I'm talking about. Where is it?
It's coming. Hold on.
It's coming. I'm sorry we came up late today, the audio, but I'm not sorry. Monday is Monday. We got till midnight to put this together. I'm still going to fire you up. You're still going to go out there on Tuesday. It's the church with the Jew. Out. Where's the water? talk about their moms and they're not tight with them. I get pissed off at them because I don't have a mom. You only get one shot at being a good son. And I failed at that, you know. God knows how she's looking at me from up there, whether she's in her hell or purgatory.
I don't think you failed at that.
And, well, I didn't go to, you know, I didn't do what her dreams were, well, whatever. But if my mother wouldn't have passed away, I would have been a different human being altogether. I don't think I would have been doing what I'm doing now. You know, for me to become what I'm doing now, you know, we talk about all the time about our mutual friend. We have a mutual friend that will not quit his job. And he's lived in this town for 15 years, and he's had very minimal success. And the guy's talented, but I'm telling you, it's because he hasn't quit his job. Because he doesn't have the iron, the fire. So whenever he goes into those auditions, his mind doesn't take the mile because they're comfortable. And he's never going to move forward until he quits that job. Never. It's going to be, he's never going to book nothing. When he goes in there and that hunger is shown, that hunger, it shows for a reason, man. And people buy it. Like if you're selling something and people see you're desperate, they smell it on you.
Yeah.
But when you're an actor or you're a comic or that desperation becomes motivation. Do you follow what I'm saying? That desperation becomes motivation. That's what the problem is with people. Everybody wants to relax. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Everybody thinks they have a vacation coming to them. I never seen nothing like this in my life. People, I have friends that go away in Jersey every 8 months. Like they think they have a vacation coming to them. Then you talk to them and they tell you how rough life is. Yeah, but, you know, we're saving money because it's tight right now. He got his overtime cut. Then what are you doing in Bali?
Yeah.
I don't understand prioritizing in life, you know. So, what are we talking about, Lee? When did you get me
It's
started?
just,
You get me over here all high.
Give me some love. Love is the word of the day. It's over, Lee Syatt. Wednesday, April 23rd.
It's 4:20. Oh my God.
Get up, drink your coffee, stretch your back out, stretch your hands, your feet.
where were you? I think maybe you were in Tennessee, and it was last year. Because when I went to Tempe, it was an older one where you couldn't do the temperature, but it's like high cool, low cool.
Right.
And I turned it to high cool out, and I woke up shivering.
Oh, yeah.
But you did it. You did it once, I think, at your wife's family, and he started peeing on the floor from the bed.
Oh, you think
I don't know. I think he said it on stage like once. Like he started like peeing around the room from the bed.
When it gets cold and I don't want to get up. I love being... the only way I can sleep is freezing.
Yeah.
I like putting a blanket over my head with that sleep apnea tube flowing out.
Over your head?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that freaks me out. I can't do that.
I put the blanket over my head, and how I breathe is with the sleep apnea tube. That's why I like it freezing. I want to.
Do you put your foot out?
Not even close. Everything stays underneath.
Oh, I have to have my foot. I have at least have one foot out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring hummus to the new office.
You're not bringing hummus to the new office because I don't even want hummus. That's a no hummus zone.
You know where I heard they have good hummus?
Where?
Austin, Texas.
They kill people who eat hummus.
On
there.
site?
Go to Houston or Dallas, they'll kill you. What are you talking
Well,
about?
not really.
Why? What do you do? You leave here at 8:30. You got till 10 o'clock tonight to do something. Well, how long do you think it's going to take you to take a walk, call it? You're done by lunchtime.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got a lot of shit to do.
What do you
today.
got to do?
We're looking at offices. I got to call these 8,000
We're not
people.
looking at all. I'm going to go look at one more office. That's
Okay.
it. You got to go for a walk. What else? Put the priorities.
Okay, well, I'm going for a walk.
Right.
Calling insurance and the cops.
Right. The cops.
I have to call the police I'm looking at tonight.
Right.
Yeah. And I have Josh Wolf at 7.
That's 12. You got
So, yeah.
7 hours to kill. You got 7
But
hours to sit
while
there.
I'm moving, I don't want to leave these people hanging.
You're not going to move. It's only taking you 1 day to move. You got
One
some time.
day?
You got 2 hours in your day to move. Don't ever shut nothing down. You're in operation. Do businesses shut down because they're going to move? No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. You just can't stop because you're moving. You think you got this busy day, but most of your day you're sitting on that bed on the computer. I know this.
Well, yeah, but
You
that's
gotta
why-
no. That those days are done with. This is all part of the new league. You give yourself a lot of time to relax, Lee. A lot of time to relax. It's too much.
Well, it's not relaxing.
You're single. You don't see your girlfriend in the daytime. You don't have a cat. You don't have a dog. You got nothing. You got to get on it. That's it with stories. No more in bed throwing M&Ms up in the air
that'd be
and
nice.
eating them like that. I know you. You're going to keep selling shirts. You got to keep moving forward. You're going to fill your days from now on. You're 25 years old.
I'm not. I have
At
full
25, I didn't even have a house. I didn't even watch TV at 25. I didn't even know what baseball was. I don't know when the Twinkies... Somebody told me the Twins won the World Series. There's no more TV in your life. Do the computer and what you got to work. It's over. You thought it was going to be a regular Monday church. We're throwing heat like the Corinthians. Tom Segura's in-house. Stop wiggling, Lee. What's the problem?
What's the problem is you gave me a brownie and I have about 5 minutes to get everything.
You give me a
else.
brownie and I got this is a way of life.
This brownie made me puke on Friday.
The other night I gave him the whole thing. Listen, he couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. Okay. So we went over and we got the So Kind, the brownie collection, right? They'll just give you this at the hospital. It's over for you after that.
You're saying this now, but everything you give me is 7 milligrams.
Oh, yeah. It was
Come on,
nothing
dog. This
at
is
the
6.
time.
This is 6 milligrams. This is baby stuff.
It was 33 and a third, like George Harrison.
Dad made him puke.
Oh my God, the whole thing. I ate the whole thing. I kept calling him, we're going out, Lee. Like, okay, call me back, I'll be here. I called him back like 10 minutes later. Lee, what's up? You ready to go? I called him back like in 10 minutes. He's eating sushi. He's like, yeah. He goes, you know what? All right. I give him another 30 minutes. I call him back.
Yeah, he called me like 8 times in one night.
And also he's like, hello, how much was in that thing? Get dressed. We're going out. Hang up on him. Right? And I'm like, oh, I know. And I call him back and he's like, the phone rang like 8 times. Yeah. And he picked it up, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, I just puked. Don't blame it on the weed. It's that wholesale sushi you got from that Arab on the corner. He goes to this Arabian place.
No, I don't. It's
yes, you do.
place.
You told me. They got edamame with hummus on it.
Wholesale? Oh,
He does. 8 rolls for $3.
No, 2.
Yeah, you're going to die. That's like suicide.
It wasn't gas station sushi. It's good sushi. But, okay, so I was watching a movie on my living room couch, and I made it to the bedroom, and I was laying with my head by the foot, and I just flipped. And you ever know, like, when you're going to puke? Like, as soon as I flipped over, I was like, that's not going to happen. But I was able to get off my bed so I didn't puke on the bed, but, like, right next to on the floor. And you can see all the little sushi bits. It was terrible.
Oh, my God.
I've never had to clean up puke high. It was not fun.
I kept calling him back. Get up, we're going down. We got more edibles. I can't. I fucking can't. SpongeBob. They got everything the same. Whether you're selling a car, a boat, a house, it's all the same. Blow it in somebody's face. You don't want to light it and turn it off. You buy one of these right now. I'll blow that right now.
Like, I couldn't come up with an answer. If I wanted to hit a home run or steal a home run. And I wasn't high, and I don't know why.
A Brazilian guy, he's fighting a Chinese guy.
But you see it too if you do the road one. Like I've gone to one in Australia, and I've gone to one in Canada, and whenever they obviously bring out the fighter from that country, the place goes nuts, which makes total sense.
I don't mind if they go nuts. It's when they start going USA.
Oh, yeah, well, that's different.
And now this poor little fucking Chinese guy in the UFC, he's feeling bad. He's in the ring by himself. You
feel bad about that?
I really do. It embarrasses me. Like, he's our guest. It's bad. Let me see you fly 12 hours from your country without an octopus next to you, whatever they eat. And then you go to Vegas, lose 10 pounds, and you got to walk, and then you got to fight some guy. And while you're fighting, people yelling USA. You're 5'6". You know what I'm saying? You were trained you were trained to be a butler, and here you are, people yelling USA.
None.
Well,
None. I'm not eating any gummies.
You got to eat half of this with the wine. It goes perfecto.
He's 4 or 5 deep.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat half of this, 3/4.
You know I went to Joey's store with. Why are you doing more of that? Joey, I'm not eating it, buddy.
Piece. That's
no,
like 10 milligrams.
Joey.
You gotta put a little pep in your step.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
You gotta put a little pep in your step.
Guys, Trip Flip airs on Travel Channel June 2nd. June 2nd at 8 p.m. Double premiere episode.
If you don't eat it, Lee'll have to eat it.
Lee. I've only had 1.5.
Come on,
go
flying
for it,
Jew.
Lee.
There it is, right? Give it.
Here you go. We'll split it. Okay, there you go.
You didn't split any of it.
Danny Murr died.
Who? Yeah, Dan Murr
Danny
died. Old Tempe Improv?
Old Tempe Improv.
How'd he die? You know, I haven't heard.
No, nobody told me.
And you know where?
Chicago. It wasn't good, guys. He called me about 1.5 years ago for a reference to try to get a manager's job at the Chicago Laugh Factory. That's the last time. He said he was living with his brother. He took the money the club gave him. They robbed him. He lost his condo. A to Z. It was like he got a lot of creepy things down there, man. Rest in peace. You know, he was good to me.
A lot of creepy things. Rest in peace.
Eulogy ever.
He did a lot of creepy things. It wasn't good. Rest in peace. Living with his brother.
If you
Poor guy.
said that at the memorial service, I would die.
peace.
I never could tell if his hair was his. Rest in peace.
Dog, don't you ever got to a funeral and the guy's talking, like they give a memorial, and the last time I saw this guy was doing blow off a stripper's ankle. And this kid, he's a loving father, sure. You should have seen him that night. How much he loved this kid. You know, Dan Murr was already coke. like a filthy coke fiend. And he would get so coked up that you think he had a stroke. His lip would turn, like his lip would just go upwards. So one night, everybody for years, one night when I had the really bad sleep apnea, and I really wasn't sleeping, and I didn't know what rest in peace. I didn't know what the sleep apnea, the effects were yet. I passed out one night really hard, and all of a sudden I wake up to the door banging, and it's Joe Rogan pre-marijuana when he was miserable. I always say he was an ape. You ever see the evolution of an ape? That's when he was an ape.
Yeah.
If you didn't know Joe pre-marijuana,
I
it was like spurts. There was something missing. Thank God Eddie talked him into that, because you didn't know what he was anti-drug. If Bert came over and the next day he'd call me, Bert Kreischer had like 16 beers. He's got a bad problem, and he would just say that. I remember we went to see Doug Stanhope. That's how it started. I'm like, Joe, nobody says things like that. Like, nobody. I go, why would you say that? He goes, why would I say that? He had 11 beers and 4 shots of tequila on stage. That's how uptight Joe Rogan used to be.
God, so I don't even recognize that guy.
No.
Maniacs, dude. It's a crazy state.
It's really crazy.
It's a really crazy state, and it's one of the, it's like Nevada in the sense that like it's a great state to thrive in.
Yeah.
There's so many.
A lot of racists.
A lot of racists.
Yeah.
A lot of everything.
Yeah, a lot of everything.
There's a lot of everything.
It's a
man.
big high population.
It's a pirate state.
Yeah.
You know Columbus was down there. I mean, it's just Jesus was down there. Everybody's been down there.
No state income tax.
Jackie
Come on.
Gleason was down there.
Look how high.
Lee, how high are you?
Well, I've had like 300 milligrams.
When
now,
I met
so-
Lee,
my
he was
God.
24 years old, 23, and he never did an edible. Look at him now.
Wow.
He's
Running the boards.
Salud again.
Bless you.
Aged 20 years.
You have. You
But
really-
that
Eat that.
that week in Florida, to me, was the last. And I thought the rest of the country was like that. It was the summer of '84, and I was just about to start getting bad with the blow. Like, it was around.
When is Trip Flip premiere?
Triplet, June 2nd on Travel Channel. 8 p.m. double premiere episode.
That's the show you want. So I'm at a restaurant, Bert Kreischer. It's August of '84. I am a psychological wound.
Yeah.
I was just starting to digest that my mother had died. When you have a loss that strong, I was in high school. I went to school the next day. I made believe like if she was still alive in my head, not to deal with it. And finally, after 4 years, I had to deal with it. And I'm in a restaurant eating, and all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, aren't you Denora's son? Muñeco's looking for you." Muñeco was this friend of the family's that had one eye that went that way. But when he do coke, the eye would ravel. But I did something for him as a kid one time. He had 2 sons, and we all got along. And I did something. I did something for him as a kid one time.
He's gonna have a seizure.
And yeah, we all got along, right? Right. So we all got along. What do you think? What do you think? There was riff?
Tail.
Huh?
You was like a fairy tale.
Oh my God!
You had 2 sons. We all got
Dog,
along.
I gotta sell the story. What do you want to do? You think I'm gonna give it to him cold?
So wait, so Muñeco's looking for you.
He's got 2 sons.
My mother died in '79. Muñeco was a big time drug dealer. In '80, and about the time they killed, before my mom died, my mom woke me up like a year before she died and goes, "Hey man, I gotta talk to you about something." She goes, "You know Muñeco's son?" Because he had one son, then he had twins. She goes, "They killed one of the twins."
What?
I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Some chick and him and OD'd. The kid always was troubled. He OD'd in Fort Lee in some house." So, I'm like, that's really sad. What are we going to do? I think we went to the funeral and whatever, and then we came home. When we got home, she came to me, my mom, and she's like, "He wants to talk to you about something." I'm like, okay. And I'm in the 8th grade, 7th grade, but My best friend was that guy right there, Carmine the Torch Balzano.
Or which one?
That guy right there.
What does it look like?
Are you leaving, Lee?
No, he's putting the air on.
Two comics kind of like used me to get something for themselves, and I felt very used. I never felt like that in a very long time.
They did what?
It's not even that bad. I made more of it than it really is because I was drunk when it happened. But they used me to get information. Where's the top part of his body?
Yeah, well, that's when he gets hurt. That's when he comes back. Look. This is for your fact.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Look, there goes the cord. There goes the...
Look at his face. Look at him. Look at him. Watch out. The TV's moving. The TV.
Nothing.
Johnny's smooth
What's your
over there,
story?
looking
Oh,
good.
listen.
Looking good. You got a new hairdo, LaRue. Look at you.
I gotta do like every 3 weeks.
Sure. You get hair on your neck. You got to go to an old school barber with the
Love
razor.
that. I don't know if it's a Jewish thing or I don't know, but
You have caveman.
anyone who goes bald, it's everywhere but the top of my head.
Find hair on the pillow.
Yeah,
hair
but
on
you're
my-
supposed to. You're 50 something.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
But it's all my whole family. The worst is the back hair. I got a thing to shave the back hair.
Dollar Shave Club. You got to put something together. You got to give them a call. Say, look,
They got to do something because with the wood razor when they used to do it that it can't go all the way down
Well,
the
you got to
back.
get the stick. You got to get
A
the stick
stick?
with the hand on. You ever see that scratching hand? You have a hand with a stick on it. And you scratch your back with the stick. And work it from the back. If you're a little too fat, you're mathematically inclined. You can't wipe your muffler. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I hate when I go to buy something at any business and there's somebody behind the counter who doesn't understand the language. It bothers me a little bit. But I don't get mad at them. They just come to America. They're looking to strive. I get mad at the people that hire them because these are the people that are going to be talking to your customers. So if people are going to come in here and they do not understand what you're talking about. Number two, if you're going to hire somebody, make them knowledgeable of the foods and how they're served and how they're prepared. You know, a lot of people look at businesses as investments. I talked about this with the Northridge Dairy Queen. I went up to me and my wife moved to the Valley 4 or 5 years ago before Mercy was even a thought. And one night we're on a date night and we go, let's go to Dairy Queen. And we both got Dairy Queen and it was horrific.
Really?
And we looked at the people who owned it, and absolutely they were from another country. I'm not going to be racially insensitive here. It doesn't matter. My point is that they were somewhere else, and they didn't know a Dairy Queen was. They bought a Dairy Queen because of an investment. So when we went in there and we were looking for a Slurpee, whatever, they're like, we don't know what that is. You know those great Mr. Misties with the vanilla ice cream? And I always liked they didn't know, and I got upset, and I see it. Sometimes me and my wife go to get spaghetti in Burbank. And last time we went in there, I had to say something to my wife. They don't know what you're talking about. They don't know how to serve spaghetti. Nobody's ever taught them how to serve it. So you got to tell them, Terry. So I'm sitting there the other day, and I'm in the East Coast now, because we don't have this here. I do not have this freedom and this honesty in Los Angeles and anything that you do. I'm in the entertainment business. So the people I deal with can't make eye contact. They won't return your calls. They rather not return a call than give you a no. That is the weirdest thing that I've ever encountered. If I go in and do something for you, instead of you going, Joey, you were not right for the part, they'll avoid contact.
Yeah.
They'll avoid with everything all together. So maybe somewhere down the line, they'll bump into you with a job. And it's just creepy human being. Humans don't treat each other like this. So the other day I'm in this food court in South Florida, whatever, Fort Lauderdale at the Hard Rock. And nothing looks good. And I look over and I see this little Jewish guy, probably like Lee's dad, like that age.
That's all.
Maybe a little
That's
older.
all South Florida
That's all
is.
South Florida is. He's got sandals on. He's got no yarmulke. I could tell when I saw him, this is my man right here. So,
All right, so how often does this happen that you see some guy and you're like, I gotta stay here?
I just know. I just have a feeling. I feel other people that are like me sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, oh. And he goes, excuse me, do you work here, sir? He tells his kid. And I don't know what nationality this kid is. I know he's not American. He's not Spanish. He's not Brazilian. He's something else. I don't know. And he goes to the kid, excuse me, do you work here? And he's kind of nice, the guy. He's opening up very nice. Hi, how are you? He goes, you work here, kid? Yeah. He goes, listen, I need a nice sandwich, all right? He goes, I want this on this with a little bit of this. And he goes, and on top of that, I want some liver. Right? Just like that. I want some liver. And the guy goes, huh? He goes, I want liver. Liver. You know liver. You got liver? It's around here somewhere. He can't find it, the guy. He's like, liver. Liver. You know liver. The guy's like, liver? liver. And I'm standing right there, and I'm about to, and the guy looks at me like, and he looks back at the guy, and he goes, liver. You put it on a sandwich, liver. You don't know what liver is? And the guy's like, liver? Like he keeps saying it. I do not know. Liver. And the guy's trying to keep it together, and I can see his face getting red. He's like 5'2". He's like, liver. I told you liver. Who hired you? What the? And all of a sudden, in the middle of his rage, he goes, where's your manager? He turns, and the door swings open. Like, you couldn't write this. The door swings open, and the guy comes out with a dot. I mean, and he looks at him, and he goes, liver. I want liver on my sandwich. And the guy's like, liver. And he goes like, you don't know either. And as he pulls away, he looks at me. We make eye contact, and he goes, tell me about it. I said to him, tell me about it. Finally, somebody thinks like me. I go, tell me what's happening now. Were you the priest? You understand what's going on, Lisa? Yet
You got me all fired up this morning. This
that's
is good.
right. What are you pressing buttons for?
Well, mind you, what's the question? That's my whole thing. I press buttons.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find the last 2 minutes of Dogs by Pink Floyd. That's the anthem of the day today. So you get. What are you confusing me for?
Well, when I look at the screen, I should be looking at you.
$1, $6, and $9. Plus, they got one wipe Charlie's. EscapePod.tank. They've been with me for 3 months. EscapePodTank.com.
How many times are you supposed to shower a day?
3.
No.
Yes.
3.
3.
That's a lot of showers.
What are you going to do? You want to be clean. You ever smell somebody, bro?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You want to smell like that?
No.
Then you got to be washed.
3 showers.
3 showers. You're a chubby dude. You release odors like me.
Yeah.
You ever smell your shirts at the end of the day? It smell like cheeseburgers, and you think that's because because it comes out of our system. You don't want to work out every day, so when you sweat, top sweat, what do you think that smells like? Onions and that hummus sweet. Where do you think that goes?
I don't know. Comes out in the sweat?
Comes out of your sweat, and it goes into your clothes. Now you go take that shirt off, put it down, and then you sit there and go, "Well, I didn't do nothing yesterday. I'm gonna put that back on."
Oh no.
You know what that shirt smells like after that? And then you try to tighten. You ever smell somebody with sweat on their shirt and they put cologne on top of the sweat?
No, that's right.
We have friends that do that. I don't want them around when they do that. You gotta wash. You don't want no problems? Take 3 showers a day.
How is time to wash 3 times a day?
You gotta make time. This life is about making time if you want to get forward. You gotta make time to work out. You gotta make time. You know what? I hate drinking those protein shakes, but today on the way back I gotta stop at the protein store and get protein powder. But I have to do it. These are the things you have to do in your life. You have to work on it.
That's true.
Godliness is next to cleanliness. Did you find